Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I decided to change my scenery today to my living room because my grandma's repainting the table and she put it in the other room, so we're doing the living room today. This is a chair, just so you guys know. Anyways, today I will be making a bunch of videos, so if you guys see my next videos, I'm wearing the same thing. I take showers, I promise. I'm just doing a bunch of videos today because I actually look nice and I want to get everything done and set. So today we are going to be reviewing Behind the Count, right there. And it's a Cessna U, it's part of the Cessna U series by Kimberly Readnour. It's so good. I already did the first book, which is Swinging Strike. It's on my Instagram page at Bookwhoreforever if you guys want to go check that out. But I will be reviewing this today. I really love it. I think it's so great, so I really hope you guys enjoy this video. Okay, so to start off with the plot, it starts off with Shannon Smith, and basically she is the sister of Braxton in the last book. And it starts off with her in the house, and it's like a rainy night, and she gets a call from Noah, who is Braxton's best friend. And he's just been going through a lot, especially like this was the anniversary of his dad's death, so it's kind of like a really big deal for him. So he comes over to speak to her just because like they are still friends and they grew up together, but they kiss, and it's like basically the story just jumps from there, them having to figure out like their feelings for each other, because especially Braxton, he kind of makes it seem like they're all siblings, so it's very hard for them to like admit that. Well, it's very hard for Noah to admit that his feelings for her, because he doesn't want it to seem weird for Braxton. Also, Braxton's very protective over his sister, but Shannon at the same time thinks that Noah just likes her as an overprotective brother, so like his jealousy just seems like he's being overprotective. And they have to go through this first with Shannon just having to deal with a lot of personal issues. Like she has a heart condition and she has a scar on her chest, and it makes her very like self-conscious about herself, and it makes her self-conscious in anything that she does, especially with relationships, so she has to work through that. And Noah has something that happens in the end. I won't spoil it, but it's something that kind of well, actually I will do a spoiler like later on just to say, but it kind of like puts a like block in the relationship from progressing. So it's like they have a lot of like issues to work out with themselves so they can come to the relationship, and then they end up together, and it's really cute. And that's basically it. I honestly think that this story, like, it's really, I think it's different from other brothers best friends books, just because whenever I read them, the heroine is like always, she just doesn't have her own personality, and that's what I really like about Shannon. But I will get into that in the next section of characters. Character-wise, the author did not miss at all. Like, I loved every single character, and every character that I was meant to hate, I hated them. So I think it all worked out in the end. So I'll start with Shannon. I think she is, last book in Swinging Strike, she actually, like, I was really interested in her story already, and I like didn't even get to hear a lot about her, so I was really excited to read this book. And when I got to read it, I was like, oh my gosh, I absolutely love her. I just think that she like wants to work on herself, and I think that's very important, especially in heroines. Like, you see them like become attached too much to a relationship, but she knew her boundaries and she knew how to focus on herself. Like, she decided to start running because due to her heart conditions, like she can't really do any like really like a lot of exercise, just because to be safe. But she wanted to push her limits and show like that she's strong. I keep saying like, but I'm gonna stop. But she wants to show that she's strong, and I feel that it's very important for any reader to see that the heroine has other characteristics that aren't next to their love interest. I also think that she has a lot of potential in her like college career, and that she's just really strong, and I think that she's a really good heroine. For Noah, I liked him. I'm saying liked as in liked him, not like, but I liked him in the last book. You can obviously see that he kind of had feelings for Shannon anyways in the beginning, but I just think that one thing I didn't really like about him, but this isn't like a bad thing about the book, because I give this book 5 stars, but this is a spoiler, so if you guys want to skip this, it's fine, but he has a like, here we go, here I am saying like again, like anyways, his dad died of a disease, and he has the chance of getting this disease, and it kind of blocks him from thinking that he can have a future with anyone. So that's kind of one of the reasons why him and Shannon like have a little like block in the near the end of the book, but they get over it. But that thing, like the way that he handled the situation, I just didn't like. And I didn't think that it went with his personality well, because he seems more of the type of person to, well, actually, it did go with his personality well, because he kind of wanted to hide the relationship from Braxton for as long as possible, just because he didn't want to cause a problem. But overall, though, like, his love for Shannon is so real, it's so sweet, and it's just so interesting to see them play it out. And you can see him like realizing that he's falling in love with her, and that he already liked her from a long time, and I think that's really sweet. As with the last book, Swinging Strike, the secondary characters make this book. I absolutely love them. It was so nice to see people that I saw last book, like Kara and Braxton. Also, Garrett and Dalton, I absolutely love them. I'm so ready for their next book. I can't wait to see what Kimberly's gonna write for them. Especially Dalton. I think that he's very misunderstood, and I want to see his story with how he chased a girl to this college. I think that's really interesting, and I think that she includes secondary characters so well as to not overdo, but enough to keep you interested and to see if they're gonna have a next book. So those for characters, but I'm gonna go on to my favorite part now. So my favorite part is somewhat of a spoiler, so I get it if you guys want to skip this part too. If you guys are just watching this just to see my like opinion on it, and you already read the book, then you can watch it. But if you really want to just know about the book and if you should read it, then don't watch it. I just don't want anything to be spoiled. So this is the part in which Noah and Shannon have broken up for multitude of reasons, mostly being Noah's hang up on the disease that I talked about before. And this is a scene in which Noah's like about to go right into a baseball game, and during this time Shannon's gonna do the color run, and Noah has like this feeling like he has to check on her, and good thing that he did, because she actually something did happen to her, which ended up her being in the hospital. But I just think the way that it's written is so like sweet. Like it's like he's meant to be with her, like he just knows that something's wrong with her, and I feel like it's like such a good romantic part in the book. And it was just good to see with Noah himself, especially since baseball is very important to him, and that he like was like literally just didn't even care, and he just wanted to go see her. So sorry, people are walking by. Anyways, so I think that that's definitely my favorite part. I think it shows how strong their connection is there. But there's a bunch of other parts. When they go to the carnival, I think that's so sweet. I literally love this book. It has so many romantic filled things that go on in it. So that's my favorite part, but I'm just gonna go right on to the conclusion now. So overall, I give this book a 5 out of 5 stars. I loved it. I honestly do think that it's the best friends that I've ever read. It's just so sweet. I really do recommend this book, especially for anyone who's looking for a good sports romance. It's so good. Also, any of Kimberly Readnour's books are good. Second Chance Hero is one of my faves. I feel like the Sesame U series is definitely going to be my favorite after she finishes it. So I definitely recommend this book. You guys can go see my review series at my Instagram page, Bookwhoreforever, and also my Goodreads review, which will be up tomorrow if I post this today, which I will be posting it today, setting deadlines for myself. But you guys can go see that too at Bookwhoreforever. I'm going to be doing some other videos today, but I hope that I'll still be active and I can talk to you guys and see your guys' opinions. So I'll talk to you guys later.